Example 8. In a bowling match, the team with the greater mean score wins. The scores of the members of two bowling teams are shown. Team A, Team B. Part A. Which team wins the match? If the team with the greater median score wins, is the result the same? Explain. So first of all, up here, it tells us that in a bowling match, it's the team with the greater mean that's going to win. So I'm going to start with team A. And if I'm going to find the mean, X bar, that's your mean, you have to add up all the numbers and then divide by how many there are. So for team A, if I add the 172, 130, etc., you're going to get 687. And then there are 1, 2, 3, 4 scores. So I'm going to divide by 4, which is going to get me a mean of 171.75. Then if we do team B, and we also find the mean, I'm going to add up team B scores, which is going to get me 680. Also divided by 4 because there's 4 scores, which is going to get me 170. Now, if I'm comparing these, and it's the team with the highest mean score wins, then that's going to tell me team A wins. Now, it's going to change it here, and it's going to say, well, what if the team with the greater median score wins? Okay, well, we can figure that out. So median for team A is the middle number, which means we have to first put the numbers in order from least to greatest. So I'm going to come up here. I'm going to start with 130, 172, 173, and then 212. Then I'm going to find the median. So middle number, and there's 2 in the middle, which means the middle number is right here. So we have to take 172 plus 173. Divide that by 2, which is going to get us 172.5. Then we have to do team B. Same idea, we have to find the median, so I'm going to put the numbers in order from least to greatest first. Then we're going to find the middle, which is going to be right in the middle of those. So because there's 2 numbers in the middle, we take 168 plus 184, and we divide that by 2, which gets us a median of 176. So if I'm looking at the median scores, that's going to tell me that team B wins. Now, is the result the same? And then it says explain. Well, no, if I find the means, team A wins, versus if I find the medians, team B wins. And we have to explain that. Why, when I find the mean, is team A winning versus when I find the median, team B is winning? So I'm going to go back and look at our scores. Remember way at the beginning, we said that if we have an outlier, that higher score or that lower score is going to affect the mean. I don't think we necessarily have an outlier here, but if you're finding the mean, this 212, that's a lot higher than anybody else's score. I mean, 192 is close, but still 212 is high, which is going to affect the mean of team A. It's really going to take their mean and make it a lot higher. So that one person is really, really, really helping team A when you're finding the average. Versus if you're finding the median isn't as affected by that high score because it's just, you just cross it out and find the middle. So roughly, if I'm just going to find the middle score, then team B is going to win, even though they don't have that really, really, really good player on their team. Because their middle score is higher than team A. Now that kind of goes into part B down here. Which team is more consistent? Okay, so if you look at the scores, and then we're going to back this up with some math, which team is more consistent? You know, you've got a 130, 72, 73, 212. You've got a 136, a 168, a 184, 192. Consistent means scoring more of the same values. I'm thinking team B. You know, their lowest score is 136, their highest is 192, and then the other people are in the middle, versus team A ranges the whole way from 130 to 212. So here, I'm going to use range, and I'm going to do team A. Well, the highest score is 212, minus the lowest score is 130. So their scores are ranging by 82 points. Versus if we do the range for team B, their highest score is 192, their lowest score is 136. Subtract those, they're ranging by 56. So because team B's range is lower, that means that their scores aren't as spread apart. So team B is more consistent. And we know that because their range is smaller.